Good morning, traders. I am Stephen Davis, Senior Market Strategist, RJO Futures. It's Friday morning here. We're talking about the grain markets. Okay, in a couple hours' time, we're going to get the January crop report, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And it's one of the biggest reports of the year. A January crop report, it always brings a lot of uncertainty, and this year more so than ever. With the growing season that we had in 2019, what's the USDA going to say about prevented planted and acres and yields? So we're supposed to get lower stocks on corn and soybeans, and we'll see how the market responds to that. First chart of corn here, you can see we're just sideways here. Not a lot of activity. We're sharply lower from the highs we saw this past summer. So certainly there's a big short position in the corn market, and you never really get gigantic moves higher till this big short position is there. So that recipe is here, big short position in corn, and we'll see what this report does here in a few hours' time. Okay, the soybean market. A little different chart pattern here in soybeans. It's got a little bit of upward trend to it. I think soybeans are going to go to $10. That's a magical number. Certainly exports to China and the rest of the world are key. We had export sales this morning from the USDA. They were closed this week because of a winter storm early in the week, so they came out this morning. Marketing year lows, atrocious export sales numbers across the board. Not a good way to start the year. We'll keep talking about that. Okay, the number 2 Chinese guy is on his way to Washington on Monday. The phase 1 signing on Wednesday. This is important, and we need China to step up here. We need them to open their pocketbooks, and we need to see gigantic commercial buying of our grain markets. They're talking about $40 billion in U.S. ag, so let's see it happen. China's got to come through on this, and there's a lot of skepticism, and rightfully so. China's notorious about this. We've got to see some gigantic big commercial buying here and see it soon, before even next week. So, and then the wheat market here, you can see a little bit of leadership in wheat. This is a Kansas City wheat chart I've got in front of you this morning. I like this chart. Look at 3 days of higher highs and higher lows. Good reversal up. This is what markets do. A lot of times they go in days of 3. So we're getting good leadership in wheat. That can help corn go up. So let's see what this report does. You know, winter wheat seedings are at a 100-year low. The market knows this. Analysts are talking about this a lot. So demand for wheat seems to be picking up, and our production, some of these wheat acres are switching into other more profitable crops here. So good story on wheat, good story on the Kansas City wheat. So we get this report in a few hours' time, and where we close this afternoon will be important here, and big week next week. So let's all have an excellent weekend.